Hi everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here from the Feed the Beast Unhinged Let's Play video. So at the end of last episode I had been setting up this little system here to help me produce scented panelings to build my Alveary blocks. Made a couple of modifications between the previous episode and this one. So I set up one of the second squeezers here to also squeeze well, not honey drops but honey dew, because basically if you centrifuge out, let's find the right ones, if you centrifuge out these dripping combs, not only does it produce like the honey drops that you see going around there, but it also produces what's called honey dew, and then you can use both of them. If I show you the pipe here, so it produces this honeydew, both this honey drop and honeydew both squeeze together to make honey to go into your carpenter, so that's pretty sweet. So I'm almost on my way to making my third alveary, but if we look over here we see two completed alvearies. So what I've got set up in both of these is Imperial Queen and Imperial drones. So basically the way that the alvearies work is they're super powered apiaries, so they should in theory produce pollen and stringy comb and dripping combs much faster than their younger apiary siblings. Now, alveary blocks do other awesome things. So you can use these bad boys to drastically increase your chance of mutation through using the mutator, which I'll probably go into how that works in the next episode. You can also do other cool things with it. So if we just search for alveary block, so this is your bog standard alveary block. What you can also do, you can create an alveary fan. Alveary fans and heaters basically make it so if your bees require a warm climate, you can what's the word I'm looking for, breed them and use them in a cooler climate. Alveary heaters work for bees that you find in a cold climate, such as the wintry drone, and you can use them in warmer climates. I'm not sure what the hydrodulator does, never heard of that one before. I think the stabilizer basically stops like rogue species coming out. We've got the rain shield, another useful one. So if you can put your alveary outside, this will basically mean that your bees will still keep producing, still keep working even when it's raining. And we've also got the alveary lighting, which basically means that your alvearies can work in the dark, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, these are seem to be producing a reasonable amount. And also another cool block you can use is what's called the frame housing. So while these apiaries can use frames, so can these alvearies, but instead of using 3 frames you can use a lot more using what's called these frame housings. So to upgrade these alveary blocks into a lot of these, what's it called I'm looking for, so to upgrade your bog standard alveary blocks into these specialist ones, you need what's called these electron tubes. So to make these electron tubes, if I just show you, so all of those recipes I just showed you for the other alveary blocks, if we go back to them, almost all the ones that I'd want to use, such as the fan, the heater, the lighting, the rain shield, all require golden electron tubes, and to make them you need a thermionic fabricator. And then if we also go to the mutator, that also requires electron tubes, but these ones require diamond electron tubes. So we'll definitely be making so what we're going to be doing in this episode is making a thermionic fabricator. So we're making a thermionic fabricator to start making these electron tubes, and then we're also then going to start upgrading the alveary so we can increase the production, such as upgrading some of the frame housings, also getting the lighting upgrade. For now don't particularly need the rain upgrade, as I do have all of my bees under cover. We shall also create a couple of mutators, so hopefully between now and the next episode I'll have enough alveary blocks to produce myself a third alveary, so I can actually go around and start working my way up the chain to get I'm looking to make both valuable and ruby bees. So ruby bees will be used to make obviously rubies, which I'll then be using to make lots of chrome. Valuable bees I'll be using to make platinum, which I'll then be using to turn the platinum into iridium. So yeah, we'll be looking to work our way up to them. Might also decide to go for a couple of other bee species in the meantime. Once I've then got those 2 species and got them kind of producing lots of combs, from then on I will probably just be working on getting my way towards setting up my fusion reactor, which is going to be the end game for this series, I think. So how are these guys doing? Have they produced much more since I've been talking to you? Not particularly, so we definitely need the frame housing. So, thermionic fabricator. So first of all, like all of the forestry blocks, we need the sturdy casing, so we'll just chuck one of them back into my ME system. The rest of it doesn't look too complicated, although apparently I'm out of chests, so if we go for wood, there we go, got jungle wood planks, so we just make a chest like so, put that back. I just made a stack of chests. Whoopsie daisy. let me just check. Did I accidentally make a stack of chests? Yes, I did. That was a bit silly. Whoopsie daisy. So there we go. So we got our thermionic fabricator set up. Now we need to get this set up by the rest of the machine. So if we grab a conduit. Oh, I got some left. Yes, I do have some left. Excellent. So let's just dig up this little... Yep, there we go. So I can just hook it up right here next to some of my other advanced bee machines. So we've got the thermionic fabricator. Now we want to make both golden... So what are they called? What I'm looking for? Electron tubes, that's what I'm looking for. Electron tubes. There we go. So we want to make both gold. So there's lots of different electron tubes. I can't remember what all the other ones are used for. What's the tin electron tube for? Oh, bloody hell. Always helps if I don't keep typing in the search box. So what is the tin electron tube used for? Oh, yes, that's to make like farm blocks and stuff like that. Of course, they all have their uses. So, like, what does the iron electron tube do? That is for a trade station. I don't think I'll ever use that one. Obsidian electron tube. What does that one do? Is it even going to give me a use? Nope. Apparently, the obsidian one doesn't have a use. Blazing electron tube. Nope, that one doesn't have a use. Apatite. Okay, so apparently some of these don't have a use in this particular set of mods, so we're just going to be using the golden electron tube and the diamantine electron tube. Yeah, basically I'm pressing U over these and they're not doing anything, so the way the thermionic fabricator works is that you put... So essentially making something kind of similar to like a light bulb or something like that, I think. So what you do is you melt down sand or glass and it kind of fills it with liquid glass, and then you use obviously MJs, put your recipe in place, and then it produces your electron tubes. So we are going to need some gold. Let's grab a stack, clear that recipe. We're also going to need some sand. Got plenty of sand, excellent. We need some redstone. Grab some redstone, and we're going to need some diamond, so let's just grab 16. I only need a few diamantine electron tubes, as I'm only going to be making one or two. I say that I only need one lot of diamantine electron tubes, because the thing with a mutator is that if you used to be able to do it, so you used to be able to put 3 in there, whack in like a load of uranium. You basically use uranium instead of like soul sand to increase the chance of mutation, and that then used to be able to give you like a really high chance of getting a successful mutation. The problem is when they changed it to the 1.5 mod packs, the one I'm on now, is that if you had a mutation multiplier higher than 20, so one lot of uranium, it basically then meant that your bees would then like die really quickly within a couple of generations. They have like a little minus after them when you breed them, so you can only really use one mutator per alveary block now, so we'll literally just use one. So first of all, we'll make the redstone, the diamantine electron tube. Is that the right one? We'll take that out because we only want to produce one. So then we just put the liquid sand in there and it makes diamantine electron tubes. Oh, it's pretty quick actually. It's actually instant. Fair enough. So we'll also make the gold ones. There we go. So then we can make a few of these. So you can see it's using up the liquid sand. Excellent. So we've made a few of them. So what do we want to do first? So as you can see, I haven't really produced too much. So these guys have produced a fair bit of pollen. These guys haven't really produced too much royal jelly. So what we're going to do is take out six of these alveary blocks, and we're going to turn them into frame housings. So search the recipe for frame housing. Here we go. So yep, you can see we need golden electron tubes and iron ingots. So let's just make a few more golden electron tubes, as we need a fair few more. So we'll put the alveary blocks and the golden electron tubes in there. And then we go, we've made 6 frame housings. So then what we simply do is just replace the alveary blocks with frame housings, and now what you can do is you just put your frame in there. So What we now need to do is make some more frames. So do I have some impregnated sticks? I do. Excellent. So we need to make 6 impregnated frames. I've made 7. Doesn't really matter too much. Then what we can do is literally just start go in here, drop an impregnated frame in every single one of these. So we've essentially got double the number of impregnated frames as we could get in an apiary, and this already produces things at a much faster rate than the apiary is already. So with 6 frame housings in place, this should hopefully start producing royal jelly, and there we go. So it's already produced the second one already. So we've basically just instead of like tapping it with a hammer, we've whacked the whole thing with a mallet instead, which is quite nice. What we also want is to make, so I'm also going to make frame housings for my other one as well. I may as well. So we'll just knock 6 of these out, turn these into frame housings. So has this made nope, not made any more yet, but hopefully over a long period of time that should start to improve. Why have I only got 4 frame housings from that one? That's interesting. Oh, there we go. The other 2 for some reason decided to land over there. It's a good job I didn't lose them, which is quite nice. So let's just whack those bollocks. So I could have just literally put them there. That's kind of annoying, as the recipe was still in place. So we go. So we got the frame housings for my other alveary. There we go. Let's put all of them in place. How's this? Wow, Jesus, 6 already. Just as I've been talking, that is really cool. How quickly the frame housing improves the speed of the alveary. That is insane. So yeah, once you can get like a couple of alvearies up and going, we're going to be golden. That should start producing royal jelly and pollen at a far increased rate, which is quite nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just need to make 5 more impregnated frames, like so. Could then put another frame in every single one of these frame housings, like so. Here we go. So that's all upgraded, and then we also want this running through the middle of the night. So that's already produced 7, which is pretty insane. I think like the maximum efficiency for frame housings is around 6 or 7, so this is probably going to be as fast as we can produce them. What I also want to do is get the alveary lighting so that we can have these guys working at night. So we'll need to knock out an alveary block from each of these what's the word I'm looking for? Each of these alvearies. Drop the alveary in like that. We should then go. So what am I missing? Glowstone. Oh, am I out of glowstone? Fair enough. Have I got any U matter? I do, but I don't know if it's enough to make any glowstone. Glowstone. Centrifuge out glowing comb. Oh, here you can get glowing combs from bees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, you need 6 to make glowstone. So that's slightly annoying. Do I have any glowstone anywhere else? I'm sure I must have more glowstone than that. Interesting. So bear with me, guys. I'm just going to take a quick trip to the Nether, go grab myself some glowstone, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys. So I'm back. Got my glowstone. So hopefully we can put in our alveary lighting now. Oops, a daisy. Apparently I'm on cheat mode by some bizarre reason there. I think I must have accidentally put that on off camera. Can't remember why. Let's go to cheat mode. We'll get rid of those alveary lighting blocks. Whoopsie daisy. Go back to recipe mode. Here we go. So now we can actually shift click that in place. So 1, 2. Excellent. So 1, 2. There we go. So the alveary lighting is now in place. We just wait for these alvearies to regenerate themselves. Come on, there we go. So where the hell did my bees go? Oh, don't tell me I've lost... You... Oh, you're joking. So I've lost everything that was in there because I smashed open... Oh, that sucks. That sucks massively. Don't believe that. So I'm going to have to take an Imperial and an Industrious. Nope, they're producing... Oh, that's Imperial. Imperial. Don't want Imperial. I want Industrious. There we go. Industrious. So apparently I've lost everything in those goddamn... That really sucks. I did not realise that happened. Apparently it did. So because I must have took out that particular block there, I lost what was inside my alveary. That's kind of sucky. Really, really sucky. Never mind. Well, I should be able to produce what was in there reasonably quickly. It's not as though I had like a stack of like royal nectar and royal jelly in there. So also what we're going to quickly do is make ourselves up a couple more alveary blocks, just so we can make ourselves a mutator, a couple of mutators quick. So let me just chuck them together real quick. I don't know if it was a problem with me going to cheat mode. I think the reason I went to cheat mode is I went to the nether, accidentally got, I think like a load of creepers like spawned around my nether portal and got blown up, and I didn't take a flint and tinder with me. So instead of just having to fart around getting out of the nether, I was like, oh, I'll just spawn in a flint and tinder real quick and get myself out of there. So I think that's the reason. I don't know if I have a linking book in there at all. I should, although that might be a hangover from when I had to reset my world because I had like a massive chunk error around there. So I don't know if that was in there before or what. Or, yeah, I don't know. But I think I might have had a linking book in there. That was pretty stupid. I think I didn't actually need to cheat my way out of the nether. I think I actually had a linking book. Never mind. Well, that's done. What's done is done now. So let's chuck the alveary block in there. Then we also need to make ourselves a mutator. So here we go, mutator. So it's literally just a couple of bits of gold, a couple of diamantine electron tubes. And there we go, we've got our 2 mutators. So hopefully when we can get a couple more alveary blocks up on the go. So bloody hell, that's already produced 5 pollen, and that's already produced 4 royal nectar. That is insanely quick. So looks like I'm going to be able to produce myself some more alvearies pretty quickly now I've got those 2 set up. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. So hopefully in the next episode I can show you how far I've got in terms of what's the word I'm looking for? Getting down the line to ruby and valuable bees. So fingers crossed we can get that sorted. But yeah, I'm going to be leaving the episode there for now. As always, guys, it's lovely to see you comment my videos. It's great being able to interact with you guys, have a chat, let me know what I'm doing well and what I'm not doing well. And apart from that, sorry, completely lose my train of thought there by looking at my alvearies. So yeah, these guys are producing stuff pretty quick, which is quite nice. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.